I want to introduce Hans Kornmann. Hans Kornmann is the Chief Exponential Officer of Divitel. He started this company 20 years ago and he's leading us now into the exponential age. Hans, welcome.
Okay, welcome to you all. I just made some notes this morning and I realized that 20 years ago we were a startup company. Only it wasn't, nobody saw us as a startup, you just started your own company. Eh? That was it. Now we have these nice programs that you were really a startup company. But there was really not much to get, let's say on the market, you have to do a lot of things yourself. And our vision was that almost the whole market was still analog. On the satellite there was some digital things, some video. And we thought, well, video is going to be digital, let's do something with digital. So we started up as a Divitel, digital video telecommunication. Now it sounds very weird, strange, if you said digital video, everybody say, oh, there's no analog video anymore. But we did it, and I saw Theo van Aalst. We started at Media Cable, was a very important customer at that time. So I'm very nice he's here. And a lot of change has changed since these years, in the 20 years. So this year is also special for us because we 8 years ago I decided, well, we have to do something because I saw the digital markets changing, and I said we have to speed up. So we implemented a growth program. And this year we were nominated for the 5th time in a row as FD Gazelle Award, for the FD Gazelle Award. So we're one of the fastest growing companies, at least, in our area. And maybe, I don't know, the top 100 of the Netherlands. But we hear this, I think, within a couple of weeks. And we also have been nominated one of the most innovative MKB companies, enterprise companies in the Netherlands. So tell maybe something about the Netherlands, but it also tells something that you don't have to be a startup to be innovative. You can be innovative if you put it in your culture, you make it part of your DNA. You can also always be innovative and always start up new things. That's what we do in Divitel every year. And now even every half year we start up new things. New business cases, new applications. And today also we will open our application Lifecycle lab, which is the next step. I will come back to that later. So what we see is that the market is going faster and faster. Everybody sees the shift. And so we also notice that the shift will come. So we really programmed and we aligned the company already years ago to prepare for this shift. And we see that it's going exponential growth of some companies, but also there's a lot of change in business models. So if you are not moving too fast, if you don't want to change, you feel pain, and that makes you move. But we don't want to feel pain, we want to be part of this new move. So the company is ready to change every time. We are a very fast changing company if it's needed. So we want to really work very agile and do very innovative things. It's so that what you see is that the big change on the real market is that when I started Divitel, you had these big companies and they were also always beating the small ones, and the small ones want to become the big companies. But nowadays you see that the fast companies are beating the slow companies. It's a totally different change. So what you see is be fast. And what Divitel really wants to do with customers is work in a partnership, in an ecosystem, so everybody can focus on their core business, be very fast, very specialized, and work together and make sure that we can move together very fast in this very dynamic world. That's what we do. And upstairs you will see all the operations which help our customers to really to get a high NPS score on technology. So we're taking care of the technology. We'll make sure that the NPS score is as high as possible. We're using robots for that, computers, cloud systems, anything except for a lot of FTEs. So we want to stay small, but use a lot of computer power. Let me see my notes. So the application Lifecycle lab, which we will see today, launched today, it's a real vision. We will start not really from scratch, it was there, but we will in 22, then it will be a full-blown lab with everything on it, with machine learning, or automation of intelligence, all these kind of things will be on top of it. And today we will start, let's say, to speed it up. So it's built for speed, the lab. It makes that means that robots will do it. We will not do it. We will program the robots, but the robot will do it, and we can handle very short life cycles in software releases. Because the market is going so fast that no human being is able to cope with that. So in this way, we want to help our customers to really get the right software in place, to really make sure the software is stable, and that they can increase their NPS score, and that they can move agile and don't have to think about technology. We will take care of the technology. So thank you all for coming to our event. I hope it will be an inspiring event, that you will learn something, that you will see how the market is going faster and faster. And maybe in 2020, I thought, when that's not so far away, 2020, that you still remember this event. You say, "Whoa, this event I learned something. It's going to change." And for sure, one thing that the whole digital transition is going to change the way we work, but also going to change the human being. So it's going to change everything: how we live, how we work together, everything will change. The whole world will change, and I'm sure that it will. What the whole transition, what we did in the last 20 years, probably we'll do it in the next 2 years. That's, I think, the speed we are seeing in the market. So prepare for speed. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the afternoon.
Thank you, Hans. Can I ask you a question first, before you give it away? Hans, Divitel is clearly adopting the singularity philosophy, but can you give us some insights on how we are going to start our international ambitions in this age of acceleration?
Yeah. 10 years ago, we had these areas. You said, well, you are responsible for the Netherlands. It was responsible for the Netherlands, some for Belgium, even for Luxembourg. And everything was divided in countries. It was easy to manage because you have to speak the language, and the culture is still there. Culture is very important. But now the technology, we moved all the technology into the cloud. So we're not bind as technology. We don't have to ship hardware or stuff to a customer. If there is an access network, we can provide them a demo all over the world, and that's what we see now. So we are now of course, we're setting up this in Germany, DACH region, Caribbean, but the limitation for Divitel as a company, they're basically gone. The only thing what we don't have is the local culture and the sales power. But of course, I like to work with partnerships, and with partnerships we can build this network.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.